name is Nelly Berman. I'm the director of the Nelly Berman School of Music. And this year I wanted to celebrate my mother, Nelly Berman's life, to commemorate her legacy and make come to life the dream that she had. And her dream was to bring many children, very special music children, together in a competition.
Nelly's school started in 1988. She started with 3 students, and within a year, her faculty had doubled to 2 teachers, and the school began to grow.
And I remember my first day coming to the school, and immediately when I walked in, I knew something was right. And the first time I met Nelly, Nelly loved music. When she came in to teach a lesson, she forgot about everything but music. There was nothing but music for her. And it's just wonderful to see people who are that dedicated to the art.
My mom walked up to me one day and said, "Hey Zahavi, I entered you in 25 competitions."
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
It is.
Well, I like playing on a stage because it feels more like reassuring, because I've played on stages lots and lots of times before. But like in the middle of a judge, it's like so close, you can hear him like scribbling, and then I'm like, is it good or is it bad? Is it good or is it bad?
I listen, I look for when somebody starts playing and it takes my breath away, like for this. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
I usually look for potential, because nobody's perfect, and if you try to play perfectly, then that is when the magic stops. And it's important to really find the deeper inner meaning of the music, and if you can really let go and emote, that's when the magic really happens.
At the same time, when you're up there, you feel relieved because, maybe you have all the stress before, but then up there you can just release all that energy, and it's just a really wonderful sensation or feeling to play for other people and express your emotions.
Well, as musicians, we spend a great deal of time on our own in closed rooms practicing our instruments. But what we don't spend nearly enough time doing is actually performing. And performing needs to be practiced just like the instrument needs to be practiced. And there's no better way to do that than the pressure of a competition, especially in an environment like this, which is so unique and special.
What's really so remarkable about this school is that Nelly was able to understand, appreciate, and harness a love of music in these small children. And now we're very fortunate to have Elena and Alex and other people involved in the school really take up that mission.
Nelly Berman, who was a true artist, who was devoted to a large vision in terms of how it affects many, many students, many, many families. She would leave no stone unturned to achieve what she felt would be best for the various students in the school.
Nelly brought a lot of music in my life growing up, and then also she taught me that with music you become hardworking and you practice and you meet people and you learn.
I saw Nelly Berman every day of my life when I was here. I just remember so energetic and just really, really cared about music and about fostering young people's talent.
I knew Nelly Berman personally. She was a remarkable woman. She was a wonderful musician and great piano teacher, and of course very great enthusiasm, who was helping young generation to continue the tradition of classical music.
Nelly was, of course, above all, a teacher. And her teaching not only exemplified her aspiration, but was used to introduce children, the very youngest, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old. They didn't start with simple melodies. They started with Bach and Mozart, to be sure, relatively simple pieces for them, but to hear them play, it was astonishing.
So for me to have been part of these competitions in terms of adjudications for a number of years, this last one was very special to me because as I was judging with Faina Lushtak, we turned to each other and said, we actually could feel Nelly's presence with us as we did the adjudications. And it was a very special moment because you see what her vision was, and her vision is sustained today by daughter Elena and all of the wonderful teachers who are part of the Nelly Berman School.